Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. So today I want to talk about 3 businesses you can start today with $1,000. And I'm talking about legit businesses, not like couch flipping as a side hustle, no side hustle ordeal. I'm talking about you go on GMB, start this Google My Business profile up, start getting reviews, start actually expanding this business, scaling it, trying to make something out of it one day. Or if not, you can start one of these businesses as a side hustle, but you'll probably be doing it illegally at that point. You kind of want to do stuff legit, but you can do most of these as a side hustle, get by and save up enough money to maybe start another business that takes a little bit more than $1,000 to get started on. Yeah, let's just hop right into it. So first business is pressure washing. I have a few videos on my channel about pressure washing. It's not real complicated. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is all these take almost, I want to say, unless you're like a little slow, like almost all these take no experience. I mean, pressure washing, if you don't know how to pressure wash or you've never pressure washed before, it's not that hard to figure out. I mean, you point the gun at the wall, obviously the gun that sprays water, and you start cleaning stuff. Or if you're using the surface cleaner, you just walk behind it and push it. One thing I would say about pressure washing where you can really mess up is if you get too close to things like walls that have maybe some real old paint on it in someone's home, and you have like a really strong pressure washer, you can kind of like blast the paint off the wall. So that's really the only way you mess up. Or if you just spray chemicals on someone's plants and screw them up and stuff like that. So pressure washing, that's a cheap one. I'll show you guys what I would do to get the equipment for super cheap, so on and so on. It's gonna be the same thing for all these. Second one is landscaping. And I know what you're thinking, everyone's mom and dad says is, oh, go get a lawnmower and start knocking doors. Yes, you could do that. That's more of a side hustle, but I'm talking about starting a legit landscaping business that you can scale into tree trimming, cutting down trees, something that you could for sure start making $1,000 a day within probably a year, 2 years into it. Because pretty much everywhere, landscaping businesses that are legit and actually have insurance, employees, start building up a reputation and are building a presence in their area, are making some bank. I mean, there's a lot of money in the landscaping business and there's tons of work out there. I mean, everyone's got grass and trees. Third one, you guys know, you probably saw this coming, is junk removal. I would say it almost takes like no experience again, just a little bit of muscle, and you just have to be careful about damaging people's property. Like if you're moving a couch or a glass table, like you don't want to drop that stuff on someone's tile and crack it, or jam it into the wall and put a hole in the drywall, just stuff like that. So all these pretty much take no experience. We can start for under $1,000. So let's hop on the computer real quick and I will show you guys exactly how we get started. All right, we are over in the computer now and I'm gonna start with the pressure washing one. I guess we'll start how you get the actual business started. So I always say this in all my videos. I've started all 3 of my businesses on InkFile. They make it so easy. You can come on here, they have a pricing page. You pick what you want. I've done LLC for all my businesses and I live in Florida, and you can come through here. It takes literally less than 30 minutes and just fill out all your information. Honestly, it probably takes less than 10 minutes. And I always go with the silver package, and I think there's like one more option halfway through this that you like kind of need to select, and it adds like 60 bucks or something. But like under 200 bucks, you can get that LLC started, super cheap, super affordable. I mean, you can get around this with like actually paying like $0 to start an LLC on your state website, but it's not worth my time. I mean, if you guys want to try to figure that out, you might mess something up. Wouldn't recommend it. So once you get this LLC started, now you're gonna come over and start trying to find the equipment. The pressure washing. You can come on here and Facebook and look up pressure washer. And if you're really about it and you'll drive far enough to get a cheap pressure washer, put 40 miles. When you're looking for a pressure washer, you don't want to get something that's complete garbage, like an electric pressure washer or something. You want something with some power behind it. This is where you're gonna spend bulk of your money here, something with actually a lot of PSI or gallons per minute, but you're not gonna get anything crazy, but just look to spend, I would say, around $500 here, $400. Here we go, what's this? This doesn't look bad. This looks like a nice rig to get started. He said, that's what he got. 4,000 PSI, 3.5 gallons per minute. See, this is solid. This is a good rig to get started with. This is enough. Then you would just have to get hoses. This guy's already lowered the price from 800 to 600. So coming at this thing, 400 bucks. If he accepts it, now you have another 100 bucks to get a gun and hoses. You could buy those brand new. I'm pretty sure we're about that price. So just say you get one used off here, you're in 500 bucks. If you want to go the new route, you can still get decent pressure washers. off of Home Depot with a warranty and everything. Probably not too expensive. Oh yeah, so they have some nice ones on here. 2.3 gallons per minute. I would try to get more towards like the 3 mark. 4 gallons per minute. Oh, that's a little expensive. We got 2.5. I mean, if you really just wanted to get your first couple jobs banged out with something like this is marked off right now, say $50, 300 bucks, 2.5 gallons a minute. I'm sure this comes with some sort of warranty, and it's Ryobi, so decent brand. You can buy new, used, really whatever you want. You're gonna get probably a more powerful pressure washer used for 500 bucks than you would new. Anyways, yeah, so get the pressure washer, get the hoses. Now you kind of need something to pull it with or put it on. So you can get a trailer off here, or you can buy a trailer at Harbor Freight, but the trailer at Harbor Freight now is like 400 bucks, so it's gonna be real hard for you to stay under a $1,000 price range. So come in here and just find something super cheap like this. Like this would even work. You just have to have something. I know it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but you just have to have something to literally pull the pressure washer. If you already had a truck, then you don't need a trailer. You don't have to worry about spending $200-300 bucks on a trailer. So say you already have a truck, you're in this whole deal right now, 200 on the LLC, 500 on the pressure washer. And this is when you come to our Vistaprint, order your shirts. I'll show you guys what these are going for. You can also filter this to cheaper, but usually these shirts are anywhere from like 15 to 20 bucks. Just get 2 shirts when you're getting started. Spend 40-50 bucks here. We'll spend like 100 bucks here because you want to get some business cards too and a few shirts, and you should be set. Just like 500 business cards. Spend 100 bucks on Vistaprint and you're pretty much ready to go. You got the LLC now, you got the pressure washer and equipment, you got t-shirts, business cards, and now you kind of just need like general liability insurance just to cover your ass if you get in trouble or something. And you can go through Next Insurance. It's like $35 a month. Next Insurance, if you want to sponsor me on this video, I'll definitely take your money. And this is the same thing for all of them. So now let's do, next one was landscaping, right? You need some landscaping equipment. So right here, here's a bunch of stuff. We got a lot of outdoors equipment, tools. This is a ton of stuff. I mean, you could probably hit this guy, hey, I just need that blower and a weed eater, and maybe you can hit him for like 50 bucks and he'll give you that stuff. And I'm sure if you live somewhere already, you probably already have a lawnmower. This is one of those expenses like most people won't need to spend this amount of money, but you can get by getting a weed whacker, a leaf blower, and a lawnmower for 150 bucks. We got 200 for the LLC, 100 on Vistaprint, so it leaves us at 800 or 700 bucks spent on lawn equipment. And if you want to get started with Next Insurance, I guess we'll just go down to 650 bucks. Yeah, so we got tons of stuff on here. I mean, you come on here, get a weed eater for 50 bucks from someone, you get a blower from someone for 50 bucks, and then you just find a lawnmower. Most of you probably already have a lawnmower if you live anywhere with grass, which is pretty much everywhere unless you're in an apartment. But you can get everything you need off here used for, I would say at the most, like 500 bucks, the most. And that would get you a decent push mower, a weed whacker, and whatever. But if you're actually legit about this and you have credit, I would just go finance like a nice riding mower after your first couple jobs and go from there. But if you're super young, you're just gonna have to grind out the push mower till you have enough saved up, or maybe take a small loan from your parents to get a riding mower. But this is, obviously this video is titled about how to get started. So you can get started by just getting that equipment off Facebook Marketplace. Same deal as pressure washing, Vistaprint, get your shirt, your logos, and start your LLC through InkFile, so on and so on. Now you probably get it by now. Same deal for junk removal, come on here. This one is kind of hard to stay under 1,000 bucks. So we're already down, we got 100 on Vistaprint, and 200 we'll say on here. So now we got 700 bucks to spend on a trailer. This is hard, but I mean, people have started the junk and roll business out of just the back of their truck, and you also need something to pull this. So this is a little harder, but junk removal is the best one I would say on this list. That's what I do. You guys seen all the videos. If you're a returning viewer on here, you've seen all my videos about junk removal, and if you go way back, you'll see where I started in the setup I started with. It was super small. You could start with the Harbor Freight trailer, which is like 400 bucks now. It was like 350 when I got it back in the day, but now it's like 400 bucks. And then you just need something to pull it. Almost anything can pull that Harbor Freight trailer. I'm talking like a Toyota Corolla can pull that Harbor Freight trailer. It's so small. But if you got some a nice truck and you want to come on here and just wait for something to come up, like this ain't too bad. This is way bigger than, oh wait, trailer and boat. So, I mean, if you hit this guy, hey, I just want the trailer for like 300 bucks, and you put some wooden walls around this, you build the walls up a little bit. I mean, this is double axle trailer. Like that's a decent setup to get started with. If this guy's only charging $500 for this trailer, probably build that up to 5 cubic yards, and a 5 cubic yard job could be $350 if you're in California, like freaking $500 for you. You get it. I don't need to repeat myself 100 times, but that's what I would do if I'm trying to get started, trying to do something, get out of my 9-to-5 job. I don't have much experience, don't have much money, but I have $1,000 to throw at something. I would do one of these 3: pressure washing, landscaping, junk removal. All of them take almost no experience. You don't really need to know what you're doing. I would just practice a little bit, obviously, before you go to a client's house. Like for pressure washing, once you get all your stuff, clean your house, clean your car, clean the driveway. And that should be enough experience for you to know what you're doing by then. Landscaping, I mean, if you haven't mowed a lawn in your entire life, props to you, because almost everyone knows how to mow a lawn and weed eat and trim, do all that stuff. I mean, you don't even have to really trim with a trimmer. You can actually turn a weed eater on the side and do trimming that way. I've seen a lot of people do that. And then at that point, you don't have to buy a trimmer, so you save money there. Junk removal, self-explanatory. You're going to people's houses and removing their crap. The only time you ever really need help is when it's like stuff on the second story or a big piece of furniture, which you kind of come across pretty often. But I'm sure you guys, especially if you're younger, have friends that you could pay $15, $20 an hour to come help you on this stuff. All right, that is all I got. This video wasn't scripted at all, so I know I probably repeated myself and rambled 1,000 times. Sorry about that. But I hope I answered a lot of your guys' questions. Or, I mean, I really didn't answer any questions. But I just get comments all the time, people saying, hey, how can I get started? I don't have much money saved. Here's 3 things you could do to save money to start a business you want to start. Or most of you that watch my stuff are trying to figure out how to save money to start a junk removal business. Up to you. You can really just use one of these as a stepping stone towards the next one. I really need to shut up. I'm just repeating myself again 1,000 times. So I'm just going to close it out here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.